Hello there, Heather Freeman here with the Painted Playground. I get to teach women how to have fun playing with paint. And today I am painting a Choose Joy wreath. And I wanted to jump on too and talk about the upcoming paint challenge that we have coming up next. It starts next Monday, next Tuesday. And registration is open for that right now. And I wanted to get on and answer your questions. So I've got a few things out. I'm going to be using my my paint palette to trace for my wreath, and I've got a tracer for Choose Joy. And what else do I have? Some of my favorite colors. And I thought I would paint a lavender wreath. I was inspired to paint a wreath. My neighbor has one up on her door, a spring one, and I thought it looked beautiful. And what a great way to perk things up and to, put something up that looks beautiful and create some beauty. So that's what we're doing today. When you join, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Always love to see where people are joining in from, and want to say thanks for taking time to watch and to hang out with me today and to play with some paint. So the first step I want to do is I'm going to trace my wreath down. And I thought, I'm working in a mixed media art pad, but I'm going to easily just pop this out and put it on display. Oops, I need to use this side. Put it on display upstairs. I'm just going to trace this around. Give me a guide for where to place my flowers. Alright, that is down. And then these pencil marks, it's fine. They're going to disappear as soon as I start adding paint, so I'm not worried about that at all. I'm going to take my tracer paper. Lay that down. Let's do it this way. Place that. Kind of get that in the circle there. Right, and I'm just going to pick this up in a second to make sure that I'm on the right side of my tracer paper, and I'll show you how that's working. Let's see. Pretty light, but it's there. It's there. And then let's go over this joy. So choose joy. And then after I trace this, I'm gonna go over it with my paint pen. So let me know, have you used a tracer before? I don't like my handwriting all the time. Sometimes I can get it, but I don't always have the steadiest of hands, and sometimes I really just enjoy too playing with different fonts and doing it that way. Although if you would like, you can always handwrite. And there's some great ways to learn how to do that. All right, there we go. So you can see, it came out a little light, but I've got my Choose Joy in there. And now I'm just gonna go over that, place that to the side, and with my paint marker. So when I first started out teaching paint parties, it was in person, and some people thought, oh, I'm not being creative if I use a tracer. Well, to phooey with that. Definitely, you can use a tracer and still be creative and still be artistic. There are no rules. I often use tracers, and it helps the process. And if you want to learn how to do your own lettering, you can certainly do that at some point. But if you want to do some tracing for some letters or shapes to get yourself started, it's more important to get started than it is to not do it at all because you feel like you can't do a certain piece. All right. And then let's do our joy. Got my choose in there. It's definitely being creative. You don't have to be a quote artist to be creative and to let that inner artist out to play. And I encourage that so much in my classes. That it's more important if you've got that inner desire to create something that's sparked that says, oh, I'd love to paint, I'd love to create something, then it's more important that you follow that than ignore it. Because when we follow that joy, it brings more joy, and we have more joy to give to the people around us. All right. So whether you're a beginner, maybe you've never even painted before. If you've never painted before, let me know in the comments. Or maybe you've dabbled a little bit and it's been a while and you want to get back into it. This paint challenge is really for any of the above. If you're just starting out and you've never painted before, or if you've had some experience, just want to reconnect with that creativity. The challenge is really for all levels of painters. It's really about having fun, getting into the process, and kind of me being there as your guide to help you through the steps. And when I first started out, I heard a lot of women, not everybody, but some women would say, well, you know, they'd sit and you'd be getting ready to dive in and they'd be looking at a blank canvas, and right there they just couldn't get started. They just, you know, had a hard time getting started, and would get stuck looking at that blank canvas. And let's see, get a paintbrush. And so, you know, having me there to kind of just nurture and encourage them to just get started. And I've got lots of tips and tricks for doing that, and I'm going to share those in the paint challenge, because that can be a no-go for some people when they look at that blank canvas and they get scared about the, you know, just how to start. And so I'll definitely be sharing those tips and tricks for how to get started, and some techniques for that. Just going to go along the edge here, put in my wreath base. And so, yeah, so I will be taking you step by step through from start to finish so that you can paint a beautiful picture. Connect with that inner artist, and I'll be there as your guide to help you through those stop and go moments. It's something I didn't have. It's something I didn't know how to do when I first started painting many years ago. And so that's why this challenge has been created, is to help people walk you through that process, because it is a process and it is a skill to be able to get to the canvas, start a painting, and then get through those sticky points. There's definitely sticky points in the process of painting. And so it's a skill to be able to know what to do and how to work through that. And so we do that. We're going to do that in the challenge and and take you through that process. So I'm going to start laying in some leaves, some greenery. And right now I didn't even clean my brush. Just going to move my canvas around. Adding in some dark green to start. So in this process, you know, it reminds me of going to the gym. And I've got an awesome strength coach, Terry, who is a rock star. And, you know, every class, she takes us, you know, going into the class, it's funny because we all stand in line. It's a huge line because it's always packed. There's, you know, you really have to get there. If you want to get into her class, you have to get there early because it's popular. People love Terry. People love her class. You come out of there feeling so strong. And so there we go. I just added my first layer of leaves. And now I'm seeing that joy is backwards. But trust me, it's not on my canvas. It's just Facebook acting all funky today. So everyone's standing in line waiting for class to start. And we're all like, it doesn't matter how long. I've been taking this class for over 5 years now. And it doesn't matter how long we've been taking the class. We're always worried before we get in that, you know, Terry's going to kill us. It's going to be a crazy hard class. And you know, she's really going to work us today. But it's still exciting. We still go. We keep coming back. And when we keep coming back because she takes us through the process, right? I love going to Terry's class because I know I can go and I really can just let go, and she's going to guide me. She's going to tell me what exercises we're doing. She's going to tell me when to do them. She's going to tell me how to do them. So she's going to check me and make sure I have the right form. And she's my guide. And every class, and she's been teaching through this whole stay-at-home thing. So she's been so committed to keeping us strong and keeping us healthy, which I just adore her for. And so I can rely on Terry. I know when I get to her class, she's gonna hold my hand and take me through the exercises I need to do to really stay strong and healthy. And I can just kind of let my mind go a little bit, right? And rely on her for that. And so that's what this painting process is like. You know, I'm gonna be your guide. You are the owner of your paintbrush, and I'm gonna help you strengthen that connection so you feel more confident in your painting. And when you feel more confident, you can let go and enjoy the process more. And it's not so much about the end result as it is about the process and enjoying the painting and the creating. All right, so let's see. I think I want, where's my brown? Oh yeah, okay. I'm just gonna add some little twigs. Some little twigs just to put my lavender flowers on. Just gonna go around the outer edge here, so those are in there too. There we go. It's coming along. Okay, what do you think so far? Okay. And then let me get some purple. little bit. I'm just going to mix my purple. I've got a light lavender and I just want a little bit of a darker purple. So let's start adding some little lavender flowers. So over the course of 3 days, starting next Tuesday, you'll get a lesson every day over 3 days, which takes you from start to finish on a canvas. We'll have a private Facebook group, so you've got a safe place to ask questions and share what you're working on and share your progress. I'll be in there. You'll have me all to yourself for the challenge. And the challenge will run, you'll be able to spend the month in there painting. So if you can't get to the videos right away, you can watch it on your own time. Watch it when it works for you. Paint when it works for you. Work with your own schedule to make it happen. It's great if you can join us live, but it's not a requirement. So in painting this challenge, being in person is super fun, and I love teaching in person. And so I really try to bring the best of being in person online. So I make myself available for your questions. And we have a lot of fun. There's going to be a contest with some prizes, some really fun things going on. You won't want to miss out. So the link will be to sign up is in the description, and that registration is open. So let me know if you have any other questions while you got me here. Either pop them in the comments, or you can message me. All right. Oh, there we go. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. All right, there you have it. Choose joy. So, would love to see you over at the challenge. Hope you join me. The link will be in the description. Go ahead and sign up now. The doors will be closing soon, so you'll want to get registered right now. All right. So I hope to see you there, and we'll see you next time at the canvas. All right. Bye for now.